Hey guys, I'm back with another video, and today we have a juicy hand soap haul. Yeah, so normally I don't do dedicated videos for hand soaps, but like recently they've been killing it with the hand soap fragrances. Like they're often better than their candle fragrances, and now that they're all gentle and clean, I have free run of the store in terms of buying the fragrances. It's amazing. So I will do a juicy hand soap haul, but before we get into that, I just wanted to touch upon the Member Appreciation Week at Bath & Body Works. So I'm wearing my gingham today for hashtag Gingham Nation, and yes, so I feel so appreciated as a rewards member from Bath & Body Works, and they just really like showcase their loyalty to us in return for the loyalty we show to them, and I feel so immensely appreciated. Not really. Like, Bath & Body Works, outside of being a great fragrance company, they are a premier sales and marketing company. So they know how to market the crap out of everything and how to drive sales, and they do all the testing with the prices and promos and the naming and everything. They are a premier marketing company and trying to, push product. And so this whole Member Appreciation Week thing, like, don't think of it as some actual, like, let's give back and show appreciation to our customers. Like, girl, no. It's nothing more than a thinly veiled attempt at driving more sign-ups for their rewards program. And now you would be wondering, like, okay, why would they want more people to sign up for rewards program when they're actually giving away products through their rewards program? That's actually not quite the case. According to them, 9 out of 10 customers who redeem rewards purchase additional items and spend almost 2 times as much as non-redeemers. And so that's why so many companies have rewards programs, is that they realize that when they do rewards and they, give away a free product for how much ever you purchase, you actually pay more and you actually end up buying more with the company than if you were not a rewards member. So it's, of course, to their best benefit, and any company's best benefit is to run a rewards program, is because you'll actually end up spending more. So the whole entire purpose, I believe, of this Member Appreciation Week is not to actually give back to us, but rather to just promote more signups for the rewards program. So then, like, sales associates can be in the store and be like, hey, have you checked up our rewards program? Like, are you sure you don't want to sign up for it? If you check back on a rewards program, you might actually get some member exclusive deals, so just this week. And so, I mean, they push it like crazy at the cash wrap now, where they like constantly ask you and they drill it into you for the rewards program. And once again, the reason they're doing that is not because they want to give away more free product to us. It's because they've realized that people who are redeemers spend 2 times more than non-redeemers, and what company is not in the business to make money. So just keep that in mind. You can even tell, like, with the stupid pajama launch or whatever, it's like, oh great, you gave us another opportunity for us to buy more things instead of actually, like, giving us anything like that. And their business, of course, they want to sell more product. Also, the coupon, it's like, oh my god, wow, they give us a 10 off 30, but no, that's just another coupon for you to get to go into the store and buy more stuff. You still have to purchase $30 and then take 10 off and still actually spend $20 at the end of the day. So all of it is just for you to buy more products. So just keep that in mind. Like, any company, they're gonna veil it as if it's some kind of loyalty or appreciation or really care about our customers. Case in point, those friggin' mailers, the mailer coupons. If you noticed on the top of them a few years ago, they started putting, thank you so much for being a great customer or a loyal customer. Here's some coupons to reward you. But you'll realize that the people who actually spend less at Bath & Body Works, so the people who come in less, will get the better coupons, just the free 3-wick candle or free full size body care item or $11 3-wick. Whereas people like us who spend a ton, we get like stupid stuff like free hand cream or free sanitizer or like 20% off and like no like free full size or free 3-wick. And I understand that, once again, they're a business, and I still appreciate having coupons rather than not having coupons, so I'm not bashing them on that, but just realize that, they're a company to make money, and they're great at marketing. So even though they like say stuff like, oh, thanks for being a loyal customer, they actually give us the crappier coupons, give the people who don't come in to entice them more by giving them greater coupons. So it's actually kind of like a backwards thing when it comes to that. They already know we spend money, so they don't need to like prod us to, go back in there. So the appreciation thing, like, if I had a qualm for it, like, it's as expected if you understand marketing and sales. But, if you're going to give us an opportunity to buy something, at least give us an opportunity to buy something that we actually really want. And so this, once again, might be a very vocal minority of, like, the candle community on here on social media. But, like, I don't know, give us, like, a vault collection of candles. You can even give us the same exact labels that you gave us the very first time around. Because if anything, that would make it even more collectible because they're the original format that the candle came in. And there's, like, what? Like, pumpkin French toast, blueberry pumpkin strudel, PB&J, like, I mean, apple pumpkin pancakes, Dutch apple waffle. I mean, the list goes on on and on. They already have the fragrances. They already have the designs. Literally just release them in the same packaging. You can even make them online exclusive and I would have still bought them. Or like, I don't know, maybe the lockdown collection, like, you know, that cherry hand pie and the blackberry cobbler and the coffee crumb cake. Release limited quantities of those. Like the labels are made, the packaging is already made. Us collectors like the original packaging. It makes it more exclusive and like collectible. You know, that would have been so much better. Like if you're gonna give me an opportunity to spend more money with you, give me the opportunity to spend it on things that I actually want instead of a stupid pajama launch with sleepwear and slippers and stuff that I don't even care about. So yeah, it is what it is, but you know, that's just how Bath & Body Works rolls. At least we're getting Radiant Red Maple and the weird pumpkin spice twisted peppermint mashup to look forward to. Was that September 7th? So at least there's that. But yeah, just wanted to like speak my piece on it. It's very expected of a large corporation like them to, you know, do a thinly veiled marketing campaign to promote signups rather than actually appreciate us. So that is Bath & Body Works for you. So go Gingham Nation. Okay, let's move on to hand soaps. Oh my God, like this is something I can appreciate is great, amazing fragrances and hand soaps that don't completely bloody on my knuckles. Oh my God, I just can't gush about this enough. Like first it was Rose and Amber, which was snatched, amazing and awesome. We need body care, we need candles. But then we have this divine just piece of masterpiece is Vanilla Matcha Latte right here. Oh my God, this fragrance is just amazing. I can't gush about it enough. So you guys know I'm half Japanese, so I love me all the matcha fragrances. Give me matcha, like green tea, mochi, give me matcha ice cream, give me matcha latte, give me like matcha roll cake, give me all the matcha green tea things in the world because that's what I like. And so for the longest time, I've always wanted truly a vanilla matcha latte fragrance in candle form is what I've wanted for the longest time. Me being such an avid fan of matcha, I've even like wanted on the fragrance oil market to buy like matcha fragrance oils, but they all like don't quite nail it right because it will be like a pure matcha, which will just smell sort of like bitter and grassy, and not like the sweetened, juicy sort of like fantasy version that you might get from like a Starbucks matcha latte or like even a Dunkin' frozen matcha, where it's like a very sweetened version of it. Like if you drink even the matcha frappuccino from Starbucks, it tastes more like Fruit Loops because it's so immensely sweet. But in a fragrance, I would rather matcha to be a lot sweeter because if you smell actual matcha powder by itself, it's very unpleasant and like you don't actually want I personally don't want my house to smell like that. I want the version that's like mixed with vanilla or like a green tea mochi like ice cream, like, you know, those little like the domes with the mochi on the outside and the ice cream on the inside. I want that type of experience where it's a sweetened, like almost like a fantasy cutesy version of what you would imagine a vanilla matcha fragrance to be like, but I still want them to retain the green like earthy grassy quality of matcha because that's what makes it matcha. Like I don't want just some like random frou fragrance that doesn't actually smell like matcha. I want a perfect balance of both, and this fragrance, oh my God, is the fragrance of my dreams. I have dreamed about a matcha fragrance for the longest time, bought the fragrance oils, but couldn't quite nail it. And this is just like the fragrance of my dreams is truly manifested right in front of me. And it's amazing. Like the hand soap is just divine and awesome. Next time there's a sale on hand soaps, I'll most certainly purchase another one. Wow. Fresh matcha, vanilla syrup, and a splash of milk. This is so incredibly divine. I can't even tell you. I've used it every single day since I bought it. Oh my God. So you get that like sort of grassy, like green matcha fragrance. And you even get that beautiful texture of the powderiness. But you also kind of get like the texture that you would get from, let's say like a green tea mochi, like a green tea ice cream mochi, where you get like the bouncy, what is it, the rice flour, like the bouncy, like sort of, you know how there's usually like the powder on top of the mochi as well? You get that type of almost velvety, powdery texture that you get from matcha or like a matcha tree, and it like the texture is just absolutely nailed. I just can't believe it. And then it's mixed with just enough of like this creamy, juicy vanilla that's not like overly like buttercream icing, like cupcake vanilla, but just like truly like a creamy, milky vanilla that just smooths it out and gives it the perfect amount of sweetness. Like they've balanced the texture of the matcha with just enough of that sweetness, vanilla, perfectly together in like the most amazing vanilla matcha fragrance ever. And so you get the sweetness, but you still get that sort of crisp bite of the green tea that I love. And it's just absolutely amazing. I can't believe it. I just smell my hands all the time. And I'm like, oh my God, I just want like some mochi ice, like some green tea mochi ice cream, or, you know, drink a matcha latte. Like I'm blown away. I'm speechless. This is like truly the fragrance of my dreams. So check this out if you like green tea or matcha as much as I do. I think they've perfectly captured the fragrance. Candles or wallflowers, whatever, like just give me all of the fragrance formats in this and rose and amber, and I'll be a happy camper. Wow, amazing. Okay, moving on. I like to do like a whole drink collection. We have iced caramel swirl right here. You know, most of the times I don't want my hands to smell like sticky sweet caramel, because then my hands actually smell dirty as a result. But this one, I was just like, let me try it. It's like fall time, and it says salted caramel, whipped cream, and a hint of coffee. So you might read those notes and think that this is like whipped coffee, which is the same as white caramel cold brew. But I actually find this fragrance to be more similar to the pumpkin caramel latte, which then got repackaged as maple cinnamon pancakes, and then creme caramel, and then caramel brulee latte. That fragrance has been around the block in terms of the naming. And this smells very much like that, but maybe a little less cloying and heavy. There's a little bit more of a light creaminess to it, but it's very much more of the caramel that you get from caramel brulee latte or pumpkin caramel latte, where it's like this sort of spiced, creamy, milky caramel, and not so much like the sort of like burnt popcorn, like salted caramel popcorn variety that you get from whipped coffee or white caramel cold brew. That tends to have like a sort of burnt, like crispy popcorn element to it, like a Cracker Jacks feel to it. Whereas the caramel brulee latte, pumpkin caramel latte variety is a little bit more like creamy and sweet. And there's also this like very distinct, like, I don't know if it's nutmeg, I don't know what spice it is, but there's a certain spice in that fragrance that just gives it a little extra depth that's different from just all the other caramels. So I appreciate that. And the fragrance isn't as cloying as I imagine when I use it on my hands. So I actually kind of dig this too. So iced caramel swirl right there. Moving on, we have Earl Grey tea and mint, and I love me a Earl Grey tea fragrance, and so I was like, I have to try this one out, and that's that right there. Earl Grey tea, white jasmine, and mint leaves. I don't really know if this smells like Earl Grey to me. I mean, I brew the tea frequently, and it has like this almost like sharp wasabi smelling fragrance to it, but this smelled a little bit more like bath salts or like a refreshing ocean air type of fragrance. And so when I use this reminded me a whole lot of the Salted Ocean Air candle. I'm like, yeah, how does that make sense? I don't know. It smells more like bath salts. It's like refreshing and clean and crisp. You get like a sort of, I don't like, the mint, I guess, gives it like this refreshing sea spray crispness that I kind of equate with the Salted Ocean Air fragrance. It's more like a bath salt and Salted Ocean Air turned into hand soap type of fragrance for me. I don't know if it's the same exact fragrance, but reminiscent of it. So it didn't give me like the Earl Grey moment that I was maybe looking for, but still a refreshing and interesting like summery fragrance nonetheless. So Earl Grey tea and mint right there. And lastly, we have the Cherry Almond Shortbread right here. So this one I think was out a long time ago in the Made with Love collection with the most darling packaging ever. Oh my God, they nailed it. The hand soaps were so cute. I think, did they have hand creams too maybe? But the candles were so immensely juicy as well. It was like when pumpkin gingerbread came out, was it that mocha mint swirl thing? Just so many cute ones in that collection. They had the crimped lids on the candle. Was it the Made with Love? Yeah. Oh my God, just amazing. And there was a Cherry Almond Shortbread hand soap that was also in equally cute packaging, and I don't think I picked it up back then because it would have been in the OG harshly drying skin cracking formula that I just don't love. And so, like, lo and behold, it comes out now. Vanilla shortbread, candied almond, and cherry. This is pretty juicy too, but I feel like this is one of those like sort of bakery fragrances that you get like that sort of the hand soap chemically formula like undertone very strongly. That tends to happen with those like vanilla fragrances. I think like the vanilla musk hand soap, was it? It's some like the Vanilla Clouds hand soap often smells like plastic Barbie doll hair. It gets that kind of undertone in this because it has that sort of like similar vanilla fragrance oil and hand soap formula fragrance. underlying. But when you kind of ignore that, it is a pretty juicy, awesome sort of nutty cherry fragrance that's not too far off from like your pistachio cream puff or your pistachio and toasted vanilla, which I think were the same fragrance. One was hand soap, one was candle. And like you're sort of like nutty, you know how like pistachio and almond and cherry all share a very similar like fragrance to it. You get that type of feel in here, but I feel like this one's maybe a little bit more on the fruity, bright cherry side, and a little less like roasty, heavy, toasted pistachio as like the pistachio varieties that I was talking about. But if you enjoy the pistachio ones, I think you'll enjoy this one too. And it's kind of like the pistachio and toasted vanilla or pistachio cream puff, but with a sweeter cherry flair to it, which I enjoy. So the fragrance was still quite juicy. Like if this was a candle, I'd most certainly snag it up. So cherry almond shortbread. It's kind of annoying that like the packaging with this font and everything exists for the hand soap, but a matching candle doesn't. Ugh. There was also a farmhouse pumpkin and spice or something like that, which did indeed, like the notes would clue you into thinking it's the spice, pumpkin, and patchouli neutrals candle. And when I smelled it on cold, it very much did indeed smell like the candle. So if you like the spice, pumpkin, and patchouli candle, you might enjoy that farmhouse pumpkin spice thing. And then I think that all the other stuff, I think Fall Festival is a hand soap in the gentle and clean gel one. Didn't need that. And I think that was pretty much it for the soaps. And then there was a case in point with those coupons that I was talking about. My sister, who rarely shops at Bath & Body Works, she got a batch of coupons in, and of course she got a free full-size body care item while I got some like crappy hand cream coupon. And so since she really doesn't use Bath & Body Works body care, she gave the coupon to me, so thank you so much. And I redeemed it on body care that I really don't need. And I was like, there's really nothing I want in the store right now. Let me just go outside of my usual, I guess, body care preferences and get this relaxing midnight sky, mainly because the packaging was just so freaking juicy. And so that's what that looks like. This is the Chamomile Patchouli. Spend the evening under the twinkling stars of the relaxing midnight sky with this transportive blend of chamomile and patchouli essential oils. So I smelled this in store originally. I was like, whoa, this is very mature in that patchouli kind of way, but there was still something soapy and floral about it that I enjoyed. And I was like, but this also still reminds me of something I've had before that I liked. So I was like, let me pick it up. And of course, upon using it, it actually kind of smells very similar to the Cacao Rose Love fragrance, which if you look at the ingredients on this, there is like the patchouli flower oil or whatever in here. So this is more so a patchouli rose fragrance rather than cacao rose. And yeah, they're quite similar, but they are different. At first I thought they were the same, but this definitely has, even when you look at the ingredients, I think this has like chamomile flower oil in it or whatever, and this one has rose flower oil in it. And so this does smell more rosy. It has that crisp sort of rose fragrance to it that I enjoy, whereas this one does, chamomile always tends to have like this sort of like ethnic soapy, like a exotic soapy fragrance. Like a lot of those Southeast Asian hand soaps I smell at like the Oriental market tend to have like a sort of exotic soapy fragrance. And this chamomile fragrance kind of has that, which I enjoy. So it's that sort of soapy chamomile mixed with that same patchouli that we got from the Cacao Rose. So that was the chamomile patchouli right there. Quite nice. And I believe that is it. Thank you so much. I felt like I was just like rambling my head off today, but I hope you enjoyed the discussion, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.